Horror Podcast. I'm Todd, joined by my wife, Becca.
Hi.
And we're going to watch every horror movie together, which is why we went on a little fucking adventure yesterday to watch Hokum from 2026, directed by Damian McCarthy. Everyone should know this name by now. He directed Caveat and Oddity. He has a banger track record. I seriously think this is one of my favorite working horror directors right now.
Yeah.
And he needs a lot more credit.
He does.
I'm sick and tired of everything that's like, oh, Adam Scott's new movie, Hokum. Adam Scott's great. No offense to Adam Scott. We need to give Damian McCarthy his due.
Yeah, it is kind of sad. That's like what all the headlines were, saying Adam Scott's Hokum.
This episode's coming in a little hot. We were able to watch this one early. We went to the Regal Mystery Movie Monday thing, which is something we got into recently. Love that they have the designated horror movies, so we don't have to just go see some random bullshit ass movie. Because with horror, I think like part of why they do the separate horror ones is because there are freaks out there like us that if you say it's a horror movie, we're probably gonna have a good time no matter what.
I think honestly it's for the opposite reason. I think they purposely say that it's horror because unfortunately horror has this like stigma to it. So I think it's more for that. So people aren't surprised when it's a horror movie.
I think that's part of it too, is with the content, they don't want to like surprise a family.
Yeah, if you have kids or
Well, they say what it's rated, so they should fucking know better. But it was an adventure because, I mean, normally it's already pretty rough for us going to a 7 p.m. movie on a Monday night. You know they do that to weed people out, so they're not breaking down the doors for this because it's $5 movie tickets, which means usually I'm surprised like the theater wasn't very full, but I think
not for this one.
I think that theater doesn't really get a lot of traffic anyway.
I think there's that, but when we accidentally went to the regular movie, it was pretty packed.
Yeah,
but this one, no, it was
not enough freaks.
Not a lot of people in our theater.
Because there was the other theater we went to. I'm trying not to dox us. I know you hate that, and then I have to bleep it out. I remember it was packed with all these old people, and it was like, oh, they probably, you tell them it's a $5 movie ticket. They don't got shit else to do on a Monday night. Yeah,
I think that's the area, though, too.
Yeah. But this time they did a double feature. So we were like, all right, this is our chance to see if we could still hang, if we could be out all night on a Monday when I have to go to work the next day, secretly praying that the first movie would be Hokum so we could just go home. No, the first one, it was that movie Over Your Dead Body, which it was okay. I think I'm a hater on that one.
I'm a hater on that one too.
Okay.
So
on the same page as usual.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people did seem to really like it. I think in the beginning, I was feeling it. I thought it was really funny. There's good chemistry.
Yeah, I was feeling it too. And the cast was like really good.
Yeah, who's that dude? Did you watch How I Met Your Mother? Were you one of those weirdos?
Yeah, I watched that. Yeah.
I have not seen a single episode. I don't know what that show is even about.
Yeah, I'm almost positive I watched that full series.
It had a grip
on
a lot of people. But I think this is the first time I've actually seen that guy in something, honestly.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while. And there was times where I was like, is it that guy? I can't really tell. But yeah.
He's getting up there. It's been a while. When did that show come out?
Oh, that was a long time ago. It was early 2000s, I think. I'm not sure.
Well, it was, in the beginning, it was very funny. I think once things started moving, I don't know. It just kind of lost a sense of humor, but at the same time, it didn't feel like a horror movie. And coming from me, I'm ready to call everything a horror movie. And I still felt like maybe it's just the violence. Maybe they're just like trying to weed people out, like we said.
Yeah, I guess. I know we're not really doing an episode on it, but this completely surprised me with its content.
Yeah, it did have weird sexual assault stuff in it that was played for comedy, but
it purposely used rape as a punchline, and it was like fucked up.
I think that really took me out too.
It took me out. I was like, I can't even do this. And then on top of that, they have fucking Harry Potter references. Like, it's 2026, guys. Hello, read the room. Nobody wants to reference Harry Potter right now.
Anyway, who gives a fuck about that movie? That's not why we're here. We're here for Hokum. And so since this one, this is a weird one because not only is it early, I think this is one of those movies, if you are a true horror fan, you are probably anticipating this. This is one of the big May movies. Is Hokum, Obsession, and Backrooms, which they forced you to watch a trailer of.
I know. I didn't. I was trying to go in completely blind because I love Backrooms stuff.
I think the trailer made me more excited, so I'm okay with it.
No, the trailer was really good. The trailer made me honestly like feel like, oh, this shit's gonna get Oscars. Yeah. Like,
well, we'll
see.
Let's relax.
I know, but it looks good.
But since this is early and it's a big release, I think we're gonna be extra careful about spoilers in the beginning. We're just gonna do our normal spoiler free, give a little content warning, and then we're just gonna spoil the shit out of this. But I didn't know anything about this going into it. Did you know anything about the story?
Nope, I didn't know anything.
I didn't see any trailers. Yeah. I was successful in dodging all of that stuff.
Yeah, I was too.
I think all I knew was that Bunny Freak, because I saw like that's one of those things. It's like the ending of Keeper that people love just screenshotting that and just throwing it up because it probably gets people's attention. So I was forced to look at the bunny guy a whole bunch.
Oh, really? I didn't see anything.
Lucky you. But the story, I mean, I'm realizing Damian McCarthy, he has a lane with his movies. Like, all of his movies involve a woman who has something horrible happen to her, and then the movie is kind of unraveling and unpacking that and trying to maybe find some justice by the end. And this is totally that same kind of story. I mean, the only setup I'll give is, Adam Scott, he plays a writer who's kind of a dickhead, who's struggling to come up with an ending for his book, or I guess book series. Is that what it was implied?
I'm not sure.
But he goes out to Ireland, which is a great way for Damian McCarthy to make his movies take place in his homeland, I guess. And it kind of goes from there and involves a lot of weird, like, supernatural black magic type shit. Again, same as all of his movies.
Yeah, this definitely is the same formula.
It's funny. Way. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. What's funny is, like, in some cases that might be bad, but I think he really has a signature to these movies. And he just, while taking such a basic, repeatable formula, he still makes every movie feel completely different. And this motherfucker, he knows how to scare the shit out of you. Let me tell you. He does. Because that was like caveat. That was the thing that got my attention. Is because I thought that was a really interesting movie. But man, there's a scene toward the end that was so fucking scary. And it's scary in the way of like he's good at doing this kind of creeping dread and this like giving you that sick feeling in your stomach. Yeah. Like he still uses jump scares every now and then, but it's more like he's got a delicate touch with his jump scares. It's more about the dread. And this one, like, even though I'd say it has the most, like, quote unquote normal story, because Caveat and Oddity are like, they can get fucking out there.
Yeah.
Like, especially Oddity, the storytelling in that movie is so different. And this one is way more traditional. But I had a great time with it.
It was really good. It made having to sit through the first movie feel worth it. I
was going to say, because I think they had similar run times, and the first movie, there was a point where I was definitely like, all right, we need to wrap this shit up.
Me too. I was like, I cannot wait to leave the theater.
Okay. But Hokum, I was captured the whole time. You love it when you have something like this that's so anticipated from a director that I love, and it's like, it delivers. Like, I don't know if I would say this exceeds like any of his. I think for me, Oddity is still my favorite.
Okay.
I just love it. I know I like it more than you do. That's like one of the rare examples of that.
Yeah.
I think it's just the storytelling is so interesting in that. But this one is still like, it's great. And I think this is going to get him that more like mainstream attention, which is a very good thing because it means we can get more movies from him.
Yes.
So I thought it was pretty scary.
Yeah.
It got you too?
Yes. Okay. I was definitely scared. There were times where I was like looking away in the corner of the screen because I was like, I can't.
You can't do that. That's cheating.
I can't help it. It's different if we're home.
Yeah, you can't really escape. That's so funny. That reminds me of like playing horror games in VR, and it's like you just gotta close your eyes because you can't look away. You look away and your head just turns.
Oh my God, I can't. with VR horror. You scarred me with that.
I was showing Chelsea some videos of you in VR recently.
I was just talking to her about that.
I think that's why. I think she brought it up. She was like, I heard you subjected her to this. So I was like, yeah, and I got video too.
I forgot you have video. Oh my God. It was so scary. That game was really scary.
Yeah, I thought it was really scary though. It's funny because it's scary in a very similar way to his other movies, but also very different. Because for me, it's like, caveat, it's very slow. It's very like tense. It's really building that dread. And then there's just a big payoff at the end, really. Oddity was more because the themes were so traumatic and so heavy that it doesn't even have to tap into the supernatural stuff as much, even though it's there too. Yeah.
Well, I think what's really good, and he does this with all his movies, I feel like he like peels away layers of the story really slowly. And I really like that too, because there's so much mystery and then you're slowly getting all these clues into what's happening.
Yeah, the way it unravels, Adam Scott, his character's backstory was really good. And it felt like it didn't spread it out through the whole movie. It kind of delivered very quickly, and you picked it up as you went. We'll get in that in spoilers, because I thought like his character's journey was really interesting. And it's cool that he's really developed this kind of iconography that repeats in these movies, like ever since the little bunny figure in the first one. That stuff shows up again in Oddity. Not going to sit here and just spoil all of his fucking movies during the Hokum episode, but the rabbit shows up again. It almost like hints at this idea of like a big extended universe, and I kind of wanted to see what he was doing with that. He really doesn't go that route. Maybe it's like the same thematic universe, but he doesn't try to create this like lore and this big it's like you don't need to do all that. You can still like have these touches that reference the other movies and feel like in line with them without it being over explained or anything.
Yeah. He does two things really well. It's trauma and trinkets.
Yeah. There we go. The two T's.
There are a lot of trinkets in this movie.
There are a lot of trinkets.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about all that stuff more when we get to spoilers. We should move this along. I already figured this was probably going to be a long episode, and it is. So for the content warning, just to give everyone a heads up, I think, this one, it's that creeping sense of dread. It is pretty scary. It's not a lot of jump scares. I know some people are like really sensitive to that. We kind of covered all that. I think the other big things are there is a depiction of suicide fairly early in the movie, and it's used as a kind of jump scare. So be prepared for that. And honestly, like, I don't know if you picked up on this. There is a part later on in the movie that feels like it is building toward a sexual assault. And I was actually getting really nervous.
Oh, yeah.
Especially after the first movie.
Too. Yeah, I know.
But it doesn't go there.
No, everything's consensual.
But that's about it. I mean, like his other movies, this isn't something with a lot of violence or anything like that. Just lots of spooks.
Well, there is gun violence.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah.
We'll say that with no context at all. But I had a great time. It's definitely fun when you have something like this where I knew this is going to be rough. See a movie at 9:50 p.m. Tomorrow's going to suck. And it does, because we are in tomorrow right now. I'm tired as shit recording this anyway. But the movie delivered so much that like it didn't even bother me in the moment. It was totally like, yeah, that was worth it.
I agree. I had a great time.
Good. Had our little McDonald's intermission in the middle too.
Yeah.
Got our ramen fries. It was a really fun night.
It was a fun night.
So that's all I got here. Why don't we let's get to spoilers and wrap this bitch up.
Yeah.
Something I want to talk about right away, because it's like one of the most exciting things about this, not just this movie, but like Damian McCarthy as a director. This movie feels like it has commentary on bleak endings in horror.
Yeah.
And it made me realize the thing that I left out when I was talking about like his signature stuff is that, yes, it's a woman who is horribly wronged, and the character's trying to unravel and unpack that throughout the movie. But it also ends with the bad guy getting his due.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
And this is no exception.
Yeah.
But it's cool that in this movie, like, there's a whole subplot with, Adam Scott. The whole thing is he's a writer, and it cuts to like scenes from his book that he's writing, I guess. Mm-hmm. And I guess the implication in the beginning is that I guess he goes away to this, I was going to say Airbnb. Our brains are so fucking broken. It's
You're
like
the one who said Airbnb.
Yes. Is it a bed and breakfast type place? What is it?
It's a straight up hotel. Says okay. I'm almost positive it has a sign outside that says hotel.
Shows how much traveling we do. But he goes to this hotel, I guess, to try and break his like writer's block.
I don't think that's what I think it's part of the reason, but
I felt like that's kind of how they face it in the beginning, and then as they start unraveling his backstory.
Okay.
Why?
Well, I mean, they show his parents' urns.
I guess they show that very early.
And
yeah.
It's like, okay, he goes there, and that's where they had their honeymoon. So it's like a special place to them. Of course, I'm sure he also saw it as a way to get away. I think the primary reason was to spread their ashes.
You're probably right. I forgot about the very beginning scene. Maybe it's not just when I'm eating dinner. Maybe my brain just like needs a minute to lock in, because I always have trouble remembering the beginnings of the movie. Okay, I'm glad it's obvious.
It's not that it's obvious.
It's just me?
I mean, sometimes I do, I guess, too, but okay. I don't know. I mean, I forget most things.
It doesn't count for you. But it was just cool that, he writes this ending to his book that is very bleak, and I think he even describes it as being bleak. But the character he's explaining it to, that girl Fiona at the hotel, is just kind of like, all right, cool. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to take from that. It's like, damn, that is exactly how I feel about most like bleak endings.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think most people feel that way.
Not everyone.
It depends on the story, honestly.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of like, it's one of the things that sucks in the horror community is there are a lot of horror fans who feel like, no, for something to be horror, it needs to make me feel like shit. And I do not agree with that.
No, I feel like there's a fine line there between feeling like shit.
Sometimes you want to feel like a piece of shit.
No.
But
slick the hair back. Slicked hair all the way back. Used to be a piece of shit.
Okay. What have I done? I should have known better. It's like I activated you.
I love Tim Robinson so much.
Okay. Yes. No, what I was saying is like, sometimes you kind of want a movie to fuck you up. Mm-hmm. I know I want that more than you do. I think most times you are like, I don't want to be fucked up right now.
Yeah, most of the time. Yeah.
But in general, I am all for positive endings in horror, because a horror movie can still be scary and fucked up and tell a great story while having like a positive ending.
Yeah. And
I like that he is totally on board with that. Just a reminder that this is my dude. Just made me really feel like my guy. Like, I love this shit. Because it's the way that, like, not only does the bad guy get their comeuppance in this movie, but it leads to him writing this, like, very hopeful ending to his book, like, changing it. I appreciate that a lot. But his character, I mean, Adam Scott, listen, he's great in this role. Okay?
He's getting great. Yeah.
His name's all over this fucking thing. He brings the heat. And it's just cool how they kind of quickly develop his backstory. Because he seems like, this brooding asshole, but then there's the reveal of he lost his mother when he was a kid. He straight up said she was shot in the face. And then his dad became like this horrible alcoholic after that. And so you start developing this kind of sympathy for like, okay, I guess I could see how he got here.
Yeah.
Like, he is carrying some trauma.
Yeah, the way they revealed how his mom died and then what happened and then who did it was crazy. Well,
it's because then, like, they also set him up. Yeah.
Yeah.
They also set him up with the suicide attempt, which happens like in the moment, it felt like this is completely out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It felt so unexpected, almost to the point where it's like, did something supernatural do this to this man? But no, you realize, like, no, as much as he is expressing himself as an asshole, he is really carrying a lot of pain and a lot of trauma. Mm-hmm. And that was a great way of, like, expressing that. Before, of course, the reveal that he was the one who shot his mom. because he was playing with this gun that gets introduced in the beginning. I guess that's the Chekhov's gun here. He pulls it out of a lockbox in the beginning and then shoots his mom in the face with it. So it does make his character like much more sympathetic once you have all the facts, you know. That was cool. That was very well done. But we got to talk about that witch.
Yeah.
Did they ever explain the witch?
You know what? I was thinking about that last night. I was like, did we know why she was there? I guess kind of, but not really.
I am very happy to hear you say that, because I thought that was another one of my like selective forgetting things. Yeah, because I think it's just like, yeah, we got this bridal suite. We have to keep it locked because there's a witch in there.
Right.
And that was it. Yeah. That was the whole explanation.
Well, they had that. Okay, so this is in the beginning. They had that really cool like cutaway to all of these little sculptures telling this like folklore tale about the witch.
What was the guy scaring the shit out of those kids? I forgot about that scene.
That was such a cool
that kind of sets up the witch. Yes.
Yeah.
But I love the introduction. I think it's the part with the bellhop like reaching through the gate with the lighter in the most like improbable like stupid fucking things you can do.
Why would you? Yeah, but still.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But that witch face, that's a great image. That like white, weird looking witch face in the darkness. He uses that like a few times in this.
Yeah, you only see the witch like briefly or like obstructed in some way.
It's effective because the whole movie, like at a certain point when Adam Scott gets locked into the bridal suite, that's when we start getting scary as shit. And I'd be interested in watching this again just because they kind of set it up at the end that his drink was spiked with like this mushroom shit.
Right, yeah.
So maybe this was all like a really bad trip.
Maybe it was all hokum.
Holy shit, is that what the title is referring to? Okay, you're so smart. I was briefly trying to think about that because there's one part where he says the title.
Yes.
It's like, there we go.
Yeah, he's like calling out something because they were talking about the witch and he's like, hokum.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Interesting. Yeah, because I like that they introduced the idea that it could have been a shroom trip, but then immediately he looks at his wrists and he has the bruises. So it's like almost immediately dismissing it as like, I don't know, maybe. But it makes me think like maybe there were certain things that he was hallucinating versus maybe the witch. I mean, the witch took that dude away. I don't think he just hallucinated that.
He's gone.
Maybe the stuff on like the TV, and maybe that was something.
But maybe that was also real.
It could be. But I loved all of that. Like just the immediate setup of him being like trapped in the room is already kind of scary, and also like feels like every one of his movies has a similar kind of setup. But I think that's what's so masterful about it is that like he isn't really doing anything too revolutionary here with like, oh, the lights flicker in the other room and oh, this door creaks open. It's like little stuff like that, but it's just the way he frames it and paces it and just the way that the imagery looks. It all works together to just really effectively spook you.
Yes. I just remembered when we were watching the movie, I had this thought, and it was when they introduced the shrooms, and I was like, all right, because I think I've shown you the movie Shrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
Yeah. It didn't hold up to when the first time I watched it, but it was still, when I saw it, I really loved it, and it's literally about taking shrooms in a forest in Ireland, so I was like, oh, right. We're going to do shrooms. This was way better than cool shrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool just how like constant, like once it gets going and he's in that room, when he brings up the elevator and there's a dead body of that girl Fiona inside, like.
Oh, the dumbwaiter.
Yeah.
She was like stuffed in there.
It's so great because every time you see that body, it looks creepy as shit. And every time you're waiting for it to fucking move or do something. And it never does.
So when we first saw that bunny, obviously, first of all, I thought about Caveat. But I was like, that is so Donnie Darko. Like, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like Donnie Darko, Shrooms, and The Shining, like, all kind of packed into one.
That's a good way to summarize. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about with, like, with the iconography is, like, you know, the bunny, this is his thing now. it's the bunny. And I was waiting to see if the little bunny doll would pop up. I was kind of surprised it didn't, unless I missed it.
I think she's supposed to represent.
Yeah, but I mean like specifically because the doll is in both of his other movies. Maybe it's in the background somewhere. Maybe. But you still get, you get Fiona dressed up as a bunny, which by the way,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say shout out to Fiona because she saves his life twice.
Yes, what do you think seriously. About it? I wrote that down. He seemed to be like divinely protected by women.
Yeah.
Which was like interesting. And they're all women that like suffered greatly.
Well, that feels almost like it's almost like him healing through all this, you know, because I can only imagine carrying that kind of trauma since you were a child into being a grown ass man. Yeah.
I mean, he does say like, you remind me of my mother, and she's like, how old do you think I am?
Yeah.
But yeah.
And we also get the doorman from Oddity. Was that the same? Was it the same actor, or was it just the same like outfit?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I should look into that because that would be interesting. But I mean, he looks just like that doorman.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's how he's building his like stable of little director touches. You don't gotta think too hard. It's not tied together in any serious way. But yeah, the bunny figure. I mean, that was one of the creepiest things of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You get the bunny jump scare when he's in the bed. That sucked a lot.
Yeah, that really sucked. That was crazy looking.
Yeah. But the bunny thing on the TV, like that weird kid show thing he was watching, that looked cool as hell. I'm wondering how they did that because it looked really, really cool. It's really creepy.
Yes. Yeah, that whole scene where he's like in the bed and has the canopy like closed and then the fucking bunny
that's the one. That's the jump scare.
That sucks. In a good way. It was very scary.
That was a good one. The witch jump scares were pretty fucked up, especially the one toward the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, the witch was it was a creepy touch. Because when he goes down into the basement, I mean, they really set the basement up throughout the movie as like, oh, you don't go down there because it's all blocked off. And you're immediately like, oh, it fucking sucks down there. It definitely sucks. And there's a weird like little witch charms hanging from the ceiling. What was that about?
I think they're all personal things from whoever she captured.
Oh, see, I needed the witchy insight. I wasn't sure. I noticed like he did not want to touch those fucking things. No. Every time he was ducking all the way down. You don't want to touch those little witch charms.
Yeah, and then there's the Chekhov's salt circle, I guess, but it's a chalk circle.
Well, that was interesting because I like that it failed toward the end.
Well, he didn't finish the circle.
Exactly. But that's cool because they build it up. It's very tense with him slowly drawing the circle, waiting to connect it. And then, the way that he delivers a jump scare because the witch gets to him first. That was cool. And I like that little bit of lore of like he finds that door drawn with the chalk. Mm-hmm. Which I wonder who drew that originally. Did they say like in the little story in the beginning, like what that's about? Like how she got there?
No, I don't know if either I missed it or we both missed it, or
we might have just missed it.
I think she drew the door though.
Where'd she come from?
I don't know. I don't know where she came from.
You're the witch. You should know. Where do you come from? That was so cool though at the end because that the door first of all looked really cool because it had like the moons in the windows. Mm-hmm. Like that was very cool looking. And when it opened and there's just all those weird little freaks in there with light up eyes.
Yes.
That looked so cool.
Yeah, it did.
I appreciate all the like weird supernatural stuff. Mm-hmm. But that's why it's like, if this was all just a mushroom trip, where the fuck did that guy go? Because that guy got dragged into that little moon closet.
Yeah, he's in hell now.
Yes. But I love when that crazy forest guy, he comes to the rescue. I loved his character so much.
I loved his character too.
Because they become friends like so fast.
Yeah.
And then it's just the way that he's like, he is so concerned for Adam Scott's character. Mm-hmm. The way he just keeps coming back. Jumps out of a moving van to help him out. That dude is ride or die.
Well, I think a lot of that motivation came for Fiona because Fiona was his friend.
Well, yes.
So he also wanted to help him help her.
Yeah, but when he figured out he was trapped in there, he was he was fucking ride or die. But that was great. Feels like we got one down. I think next is going to be Obsession. Mm-hmm. This feels like the year for horror is really starting. It's really kicked off.
Yeah.
Because we were definitely looking at scraps before this, you know, like as much attention as Primate got, it was like, oh boy, we really need some good horror out here.
Yeah. This year started off a little slow.
Although the Bone Temple, I mean, we missed that.
We missed that. That's on us.
But that was still really strong. But man, yeah, this was great. And we got 2 more. They cannot disappoint us. I think it's impossible for Obsession to be disappointing.
I think that is my most anticipated like horror film right now. I like cannot wait to see it.
I mean, it's Curry Barker, and I've heard nothing but positive stuff from people we respect. So like, I can't wait.
Yeah. And the Backrooms too.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's probably like neck and neck. I also like cannot wait to see Backrooms.
I think it's going to deliver. I wasn't sure at first, but I think it's going to be a goodie. But this is great. Hoping that Damian McCarthy can become like Oz Perkins and release like 3 movies a year. We need to see the next movie from him. I mean, Oddity was 2024, so he's moving.
Yeah.
Fuck, we gotta wait 2 years.
Maybe not. Maybe he's got something in the works.
Yeah.
I am curious if anyone is going to be dressing up like Fiona for
they will.
Halloween. That'd be interesting to see.
They will. I want to see people dressed up like the witch. That little freak. But
she had a cool style.
She did. You can go to ghostbeast.com for all our links. You can also search for Ghost Beast Pod. You can follow Lux Fatale to check out Becca's amazing artwork that's been going viral. Also about to win that contest.
No, don't put that out here.
You've been having such a great year. I'm so proud of you. If you want to support us, go to our website and look for our merch that Becca also designed. And as always, thank you to the FUs for our music. You can check him out at vf-use.com. And you can follow Ghost Beast on Letterboxd, where we rank everything we cover. We got almost 200 movies on here, baby. But I put it above Longlegs and below the Vortilac.
No. I don't know if I'm not sure. This is like battle of our directors right now.
I know. Oh, you want to put it under Longlegs? That's true. You're more of a Oz Perkins fan, and I'm more of a Damian McCarthy. Oh shit! Who's gonna win?
Oh, it sucks we can't put them next to each other.
We can't.
Oh man, I don't know.
Do you want to put it under Longlegs?
We can keep it above.
Are you sure? Jesus. All right.
Hold on. No, it can go above Longlegs.
Oh, for Christ's sake. This is number 21 on our list. I'm ready to give you that because I realize I'm editing the spoiler-free speedrun episode for next week, where we rank movies based on how scary they are. People should definitely check that out. I'll just say the way that I decided to assign points in that so that we can have a score. Can't wait for you to see that. But it made me feel like I'm like maybe a little bossy. I don't need to be.
You can be.
Okay.
It's okay.
I wasn't expecting you to agree so quickly, but okay.
You're not like mean.
So you know what? It's going above the Ritual, below Longlegs at number 22. I don't mean to be. I don't know why I get such an aggressive personality sometimes, but I'm definitely listening to that. I'll just tell you, I'm scoring it based on who says the final ranking first. You know, sometimes we would go back and forth.
Okay.
And it's like, ooh, I'm being very assertive right now.
I think you like to be very competitive, and I don't.
I disagree.
I have no interest.
I completely disagree with that, especially from editing these.
What do you mean?
Because the way you start getting pretty serious about the score.
Yeah, because it never made sense.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think you could listen to the episode and it's like, why?
I think you get a little competitive too, and that's good. Makes it spicy. But you can also contact us at podcast@ghostbeast.com, and make sure you're following us on YouTube, because that's where we have a lot of these fun videos. We need an actual sign off, but I do not have that today.
I don't know. One day.
You've been listening to Ghost Beast. Goodbye.